Hello everybody, welcome back once again to Lucid9. I'm TheOutbackAl.
I'm hot for justice.
I'm Yin&Jung.
And I'm Chibi Noob.
And I feel like we're playing this game a lot, but I think it's just because it's starting to get juicy and interesting, and we're having fun here. Have we identified everyone on this starting screen yet?
So, starting from left to right, we've got Misaki, I believe. We've got Akira. And then we have
Canada!
Rui, and then Irie, and then Elizabeth.
Rorschach.
Oh, yeah.
I hope we run into more Rorschach. It's just because I think she's hilarious. Anyway, yeah. You might as well get to it. And that's us. Big boy. Oh god, I forgot my own name.
Yama.
Yama up top.
Yeah.
Yama on top. Alright. Where did we leave off? We left off somewhere after some sort of interaction. I distinctly remember Yahiko getting rejected hard.
It's gotta be. Wait.
Well, whatever was our last thing.
What was our last one?
That one, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. It was that late when we played. Alright.
Yeah.
I only nod wordlessly in response as I step out of his office. Oh, right. We went to see Mr. Ryota about...
You finally got his name
Yeah.
right.
I've been getting his name right a bunch of times.
You've been saying risotto like
You know, I'm not the
80%
only
of the
one,
time.
so...
I mean...
My throat almost feels clogged, as if I just heard something that I really, really needed to hear. Huh, maybe these meetings really are a good thing.
Therapy.
Therapy, it's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, move your legs, you filthy maggots! Move them double time! What the heck? Oh my goodness, that was the wrong voice entirely.
Yeah.
That's you.
I
Yeah.
shouldn't
That's
be the
you,
guy
Dad.
who guesses the voices when it's a question mark.
Alright. Well.
Okay, she's making me dizzy.
Yeah.
I peer around searching for the sorry, I'm following her like a bouncing ball for the noise and find Akira racing around the entrance, a large lumpy backpack slung over her shoulders. Where's the backpack? Oh, she stopped.
Oh, Sarge, please, pretty please. I've been running 6 miles. I swear I'm gonna collapse. I shouldn't be able to hear you over the sound of your tears, Private. Hop to it.
Oh, she's playing both characters. That's something. Akira? Canada! You guys saw that movie, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And no one else. Good to know. There's.
Wait,
I
what?
feel like.
I was.
Have you seen Akira?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've not. I want to.
I saw it like ages ago though. I probably can't remember anything.
Okay. Like I feel like these last few weeks is just like learning every movie you haven't seen that I have to show you now.
Yeah.
Anyway, I gingerly step in front of her and wave to catch her attention. She grinds to a halt, tilting her head curiously at me. What are you doing here?
I'm here for drama club, of course.
But no one else is here.
I'm doing an immersion exercise, Loot.
Did you? An immersion exercise.
Yup. I need to act half dead from a boot camp, so I'm gonna run a mile around the school track with this backpack.
A mile? But that backpack looks as big as her.
Yeah.
And it's invisible. Boot camp? Is that why you're calling me Loot?
Nah, I'm calling you Loot because Loot is short.
For lieutenant.
Well, darn my socks. Don't you catch on fast.
I don't think you should call Lieutenant Loot. I feel like that's gonna get you in trouble and make you run more miles. Usually her antics would annoy me, but for some reason it's soothing right now, like white noise in a messy world. Do you usually do things this intense for drama club?
Oh no, this is easy. You should have seen what I had to do yesterday. I was a sadistic serial killer.
That's a red herring.
Ooh.
What did you do for that?
I ate a bunch of cereal.
No, I'm not gonna respond to that one. I'm not sure whether to feel relieved or exasperated.
Say, Loot, if you don't have anything to do right now, why don't you join us? We're doing some exercises that you might like.
What makes you think I'll like them?
From what Rui says,
Rue doesn't know everything, Baka. What exactly does she say?
that you'll like the exercises.
That's cyclical logic.
On the contrary, it has nothing to do with bikes.
I don't like you. Sigh. Well, technically, I don't have anything to do. Wait, Rui will be there? I thought that a silent Akira would be a blessing, but it's just unsettling.
Rui has something to do today.
Murder.
But if you come tomorrow, you can watch her bedazzle the crowd.
That sounds dangerous. Tomorrow's Saturday, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
You don't know what day of the week it is?
It's Tuesday for my character.
You are too in character.
And in my defense, there's a half day on Saturdays.
Just no clubs, which is kind of important. She doesn't seem to hear me. Instead, she just checks her phone for the time.
Hey, boot camp is ending.
What about your mile?
Let's go.
She reaches out and grabs my wrist, but suddenly lets go as if it's a burning iron. I send a questioning look at her, but she only shrugs it off.
Come, Loot, adventure awaits.
Without any further explanation, she marches into the classroom building. Well, this should be interesting. Well, that's not interesting. We've seen this place. Akira leads me into class 3A, where a dozen students are seated in a ring, looking expectantly at Akira. One of the girls immediately leaps to her feet. I recognize her as the drama club president.
Where have you been, maggot? You know how late it is?
Immediately, Akira stumbles forward as if she's dead exhausted, the backpack sliding from her shoulders and crashing to the ground.
I definitely peeked.
Sorry, sir. I took a detour.
A detour? What kind of detour can you take on a training course?
Akira, is she Akira right now? Points a tumultuous finger in my direction.
Tumultuous finger.
Tremulous.
He jumped on me, sir, out of nowhere. I don't even know how he got here.
Oh boy. You going with like a southern accent? Or she's going with a southern accent?
I don't know.
I don't even know how she done got here. All eyes swivel at me, waiting to see how I handle this situation, this sudden development. There's probably expecting me to dodge out, to freeze, or to just stare at them like they're a bunch of weirdos. Heck, even I'm expecting me to do something along those lines. But instead, sheer instinct takes over. Years of make-believe with Rui molds me into what is needed at the moment, a foreign spy who haplessly stumbled into a military operation. Sorry, I'm a tourist. Lost my way. I subtly move my hand to my hip where my imaginary gun holster lies. Surprisingly, the club president is perceptive enough to catch it.
He's a spy!
Right as I pretend to whip out my gun, Akira tackles my arm, throwing me to the ground. How? They're tiny. I feel a sharp shout of pain run up my shoulder, ripping a very real cry of agony from my throat. Akira proceeds to deftly lock my arms behind my back, leaning over until her mouth is next to my ear. Am I into this?
Drop the gun.
Through the haze of pain, I manage to hold my character together. Akira nudges my arm, gentler this time, and I yell, opening my fingers as I releasing motion.
Sir, what should I do?
The club president kneels down, looking me straight in the eye. I tilt my head upwards, staring as challengingly as I possibly can.
Nice one. Strangers don't usually pick up so easily.
The entire room relaxes as she sits before me, bowing her head slightly.
Welcome to the drama club. I'm the club president. Sorry, you came in on a pretty hectic day.
No, it was interesting. Akira, could you let go of me? Akira suddenly squeaks, lunging away from me. An uncharacteristic blush crawls to her cheeks as she vainly attempts to cover her face with her hands. It's really unusual for her, but kind of cute. Almost reminds me of Rui. I suppose they've rubbed off on each other at this point.
I see what we're doing here. We're getting a moment with all of them.
Yeah, but we picked Rui, so. Quickly disregard.
You picked Rui.
Yeah, I picked Rui. I wasn't interested in anyone else at this point. But to be fair, the other options were someone who clearly doesn't like us and Yahiko's dream girl. They lost all interest as soon as they started vibing.
I get that.
Quickly disregarding these thoughts, I focus back to my physical status and move my arm back to its regular position. It twinges painfully. I can't hide a wince, which the club president immediately notices.
Oh gosh, are you okay?
I test my arm for a moment, but the pain subsides. Probably just overstretched slightly. Nah, should be fine. It's nothing compared to what Miki's made me do before.
What?
Did I hurt you? I'm really sorry, Yama.
It's fine, really.
Are you sure?
It's unsettling to see Akira so meek. I glance at the club president and raise an eyebrow. She seems to understand.
Well, let's try some basic exercises before our next scenario. Stanislavski's Magic If, everyone.
Why don't we get to see anything? The rest of the club time is spent in playing around with different objects, pretending that pencils are bombs, chairs are clouds, and desks are shields. It's amazingly refreshing. I almost forgotten at how fun it was to just put everything aside and enter a completely different world. Even when the club's been dismissed, I feel a sense of lightness that I haven't felt in a long time.
Hey, Luke.
Oh, you got it. Akira pops up next to me, now returned to her cheery self. Hey, where are you headed?
Home.
Don't you live in the dorms?
I live in the world, therefore anywhere I go is my home.
What?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna hold up in a court of law.
No.
Bizarre as always, the only thing I've grown to understand about this girl is that I'll never understand her. Right, seriously, where are you going? You're not following me home.
Come to think of it, I have no clue what I'm doing here. Catch you later, Luke.
What?
I mean, see you later.
And without any further explanation, she skips away.
Okay.
I shrug off my confusion, accepting it as the norm when one speaks with Akira, and head back to my apartment.
Okay.
Except something stops me at the entrance.
I wonder what it could be.
I wonder what it could be as well. By this time, all the students are living. You thought I was going to cut it there, didn't you? No, we got a little bit more time. By this time, all the students are living it up in town or doing nobody knows what in the school rec center. We have a rec center? Oh, cool. This is a cool school. Nobody just hangs around the entrance. For most, the barred gates and curfew are just another sign of the restrictions instituted by helicopter parents. But beneath the shade of a tree in a far corner, I catch sight of two figures facing each other with hands on hips.
Oh.
I inch forward. The figures are none other than Masaki and Rui immersed in conversation. Are you ready for this?
Yes. Must you keep ignoring me, Rui?
Because you've been gone for 4 years, Masaki. We didn't know where you went or even why you had to leave. All these years, Yama and I were left in the dark. For all we knew, you could have been dead. How can you expect us to act like you never left? I still don't understand how Yama can be so forgiving after he almost... You know what? I'm tired of this. Just don't ever speak to me again, Masaki.
She turns to stalk off, but Masaki grabs her wrist in the blink of an eye.
I'm not letting you walk away again, damn it! Do you believe that I wanted to leave Seto? To move to District 6 with my mother, who, by the way, doesn't even deserve to be called my mother?
Wait. They went to District 6?
I guess so.
Better than District 9. You turn into aliens there.
Wasn't District 6 like...
The shithole?
Yeah.
Might have been.
Well, I didn't want to leave Seto.
What I don't understand is why you're blaming me for something I couldn't control.
Misaki's sudden outburst seems to catch Rui off guard. District 6 doesn't deserve to be called my mother. Just what happened to Misaki after she left Seto?
Masaki, you're hurting my wrist.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have.
The two girls seem to avoid each other's gaze for an awkward moment. Rui is the first to speak, her voice coming out in barely a whisper.
Half a year after you left, we gave up. We thought you'd never contact us again. I was okay, but Yama... He thought that someone had left him. Again. Forever.
Oh.
What was that?
I don't know.
We're getting some jokey up in here.
He thought that people would just keep leaving him. That no one would stay by his side. He locked himself in his room, pulled himself into a shell. I couldn't reach him. No one could. He didn't even trust any of us to stay. Then I dropped by his house one day and the medicine cabinet was open and this huge bottle was gone.
Uh-oh.
You mean?
Yeah, you know how hands-off his parents have always been.
Yeah, they suck.
They suck. All our parents suck. The ambulance barely made it
know
in
anything about
time.
Rui's parents.
Well, Masaki's apparently suck.
Yeah.
They had to start pumping him on site. That's how bad it was.
Jeez. Was it really that bad? Well, it sounds pretty bad.
Maybe he was dissociated.
Possibly.
So, understand why I was so upset.
I had no idea, Rui.
Just where were you, Miki? Why couldn't you have just...
Rui breaks off and covers her face with her hands. Misaki's expression crumples. She hesitantly reaches towards Rui. And Rui promptly kicks her in the shin.
Ouch.
Dummy, Miki! Why did you take so long? No! Why weren't you there for Yama? Why weren't you there for me? Oh, what's that noise? Oh, is that her?
Yeah, she's crying.
Oh.
Oh, I missed you.
And now they're draped against each other, sobbing like newborn children. What just happened?
They're having a heart-to-heart. Let it happen,
Yeah,
dang
at
it.
least they made up, maybe.
What? Okay.
What? I said at least they made up.
I thought you said made out.
No, made up.
This turned a different turn.
They did not make out, as far as we know.
Yeah, I quietly inch away from the scene, feeling the sudden sense that they need privacy. I think they do need privacy, and I think we need to see what happens next time. We'll see you guys around. Bye-bye.
Bye.